ciencia.
Hey guys, what's up? Lindell back again with another episode of Lindell Brooks Aquaponics. So the question for today is, what is aquaponics and how exactly does it work? Well, to tell you, aquaponics is basically the mixture of two different types of farming, right? You have aquaculture, which is the rearing of fish, and then you have hydroponics, which is growing plants in a soilless medium. Basically growing plants without soil, any soil at all, right? What people tend to ask me after I say something like that is, how could you grow plants without soil? Then if you think about it, plants on a whole, they actually don't use the soil itself as nutrients. They don't have a mouth like you and I to absorb, to eat food, to consume solids and so on. They actually absorb nutrients through the roots in liquid form. So in aquaponics, what we supply the plants with is the nutrients that they need to grow in liquid form. In aquaponics, we supply the plants with exactly what they need from the fish, right? We feed the fish eat the fish feed, and then they mess. So the fish mess is then turned to something you call ammonia. Ammonia, by beneficial bacteria within the aquaponic system, is then turned into nitrites and then turned into nitrates. This is what you call the nitrogen cycle. To further explain, guys, what aquaponics is, I actually want to show you, go in a little bit more detail. You know, you may not get everything today, but as promised in the last video, I'm going to show you guys my system and how this works. Okay guys, so we want to start at the sump tank. The sump tank is like a central point. Is where the water comes from the fish tank and is collected and also distributed into the plants and recycled back into the sump tank again. It's also the part of the system where you keep the pump, right? So let's take a look here. In my system, my sump tank is in the ground. It's also the lowest point of your aquaponic system. You want your sump tank to be your lowest point because the plants, also the fish tank, all of these have to be higher because it's actually gravity fed back to the sump tank. At the sump tank, you could probably say we have the cleanest water in the system. Why would I say that? Because when you feed the fish, the waste from the fish tank goes through filters before it gets to the sump tank. And from the sump tank, it is distributed in the system and also cleaned by the plant roots and then recollected at the sump tank. Next, I'm taking you guys to the fish tank. The fish tank is where we grow the fish, where we feed the fish poop, then the nutrients from the fish then goes back to the sump tank, then into your plants. The fish are the working crew in an aquaponic system. They are what provide the food for the plants. And in some cases, people eat the fish as well. So we have a complete mixture of food, plants, and fish. We have the fish tank, then we have the filters. In an aquaponic system, the plants actually don't use the fish waste. As I said before, the fish waste is called ammonia, right? Ammonia is then turned to nitrites and then nitrates by beneficial bacteria. So because we don't need this fish waste, we pass it through the filters. The filters take away all this solid waste from your system and then sends it to the sump tank. We also don't want the fish waste in the system because it tends to clog up your pipe system and all of that. In my aquaponic system, I have 3 different types of growing medium, right? I have the NFT system, the nutrient film technique. is where most people see they're using the PVC pipe and just have like a film of water going through the plant roots. I also have the gravel bed, also known as the media bed. We call all these rocks the medium. I also have deep water culture, which people know as floating raft system. All of these are just the different types of growing medium that I have in my aquaponics system. Okay guys, thank you so much for looking at another episode of Lindell Aquaponics. That's basically it for my system. In future videos, I'll be going more in detail and showing you how you could get some of these set up at your place, because that's what I said, that's what the channel is for. I want to thank Desron Clarke today for giving me a whole lot of tips on bringing forth a better video for you all. As you can see, the quality of this video is a whole lot better than the last one. So I want to thank Desron Clarke. Follow him on YouTube as well. I'll leave the link at the end of the video. And thanks again guys. Stay tuned for the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Let's get to it. Thanks guys. Next video.